minutes to do the moderation. I'll make it job very easy. Point number 1, India is signatory to Geneva Carbon Footprint Accord. By 2037, your carbon emission has to be 0. And unfortunately, none of us since yesterday spoke about it. Feed industry is the biggest contributor to carbon emission in poultry sector. So my folded hand to researchers, deploy your resources and manpower and skill force to work what kind of a plan we should implement through the industry so that our carbon footprint starts declining. We should become net gainer than net emitter. Research number 1. Nitrogen efficiency is a big issue in poultry industry. Large percentage of our feeding nitrogen which goes to feed is found in the fecal sector. No research to my knowledge as yet has been done.
No soil protection.
That's another challenge for the industry. Waste management has been a challenge. You need to deploy your skilled force towards that direction. If energy crisis continues to be like this, what is today, Mr. Anand, our elite class need to work on energy management and energy efficiency of the grains as well. Now this is where I would like to bring in the role of agronomists. Can they not design some grain for us for the future, what China kind of a country has done? If they can give us good quality or designer ingredient qualities for the industry of animal feeding, might be our life would be easier. So ICAR, who are in touch with your agri sector, you may be starting interaction with them. Give me a designer grain which is more suitable to monogastrics. We are a 75-year-old company. You'll be surprised we have 0 production of amino acids in India. We do not produce amino acids in India. That's the biggest ever failure in the nutrition sector of our size of animal production, despite our dairy is largest in the world. So you might take pride saying, oh, I am Vice Chancellor, I am scientist in ICAR. But moment it comes a question of a nutrient and intake delivery mechanism, we have failed in producing amino acids. There is no technology available in India, nobody has worked upon it. 100% intake of amino acid comes from outside. And can you produce 1 kg of feed without amino acid, either in dairy or in poultry? No. Here you are. So you can start calibrating yourself what is needed. Disease management has been a challenge. Yesterday I was aggravated about talking about diseases. We must have a predictive mechanism than protection mechanism. If such a wonderful, elite, qualified, intelligent audience works for us in this country, why I do not have a predictive research? And I have been always requesting since last 3-4 years, since I started witnessing the complexity and the depletion percentage in the poultry industry, which is escalating every year. Mr. Anand, every year our mortality percentage continues to grow. Still we do not have a prediction management system coming from veterinary science. So that's another area of research for me. I have requested with folded, like Dr. Naveen was talking about, he has such a spread network. I do not have national data bank on the microbial existence in this country, in poultry sector. How do I predict it? Every antigen you design in ICAR or IVRI becomes obsolete in 3 years' time because I do not have microbial data bank region-wise. So if you build up a microbial data bank, region-wise at least, you have 6-7 regions according to the atmospheric and the climatic conditions, then only you can start doing something. So that's another area of research. Value chain development request is this side. They have no research. Trader decides when do I pick up your bird from your farm. Trader decides the route of transportation of the livestock. Trader decides when and how to slaughter. Trader decides how to give delivery to the consumer. The value chain is missing. So that needs investment, serious research. What kind of value chain can make us more efficient? Our average expenditure, to my estimate, is more than 9% on value chain of the cost of the meat, or egg. Now that is where we are spending 3.5% more than the average expenditure in the other nations. They are able to manage their value chain within 4.5% to 5% to 6% of expenditure. So that's a big investment from industry side. As a research module has to be brought in. Someone was from the Meat Quality Institute. Ji sir, I need your help. My consumer, 27% of the population of India need a very qualified product. Every product which I produce may not be acceptable to them tomorrow. So I need your guidance and research. How do I improve my meat quality for tomorrow for that 30% audience who's qualified, capable, and willing to pay my prices? That needs the research. That's a future demand. Life cycle of perishables. Currently, we are desperate and rejections of more than 4% of meat because of life cycle issues. How do I improve qualitatively the life cycle of the meat so that I can keep it for 15 days or 20 days so my rejections and losses can come down as area of research for me. Same thing revolves around shelf life. Both the sides, the questions and the deployment is, if you do not take the consumer demand into perspective of production, you cease to exist. Your science is useless. Your investment is waste if you're not able to addressing the consumer's requirement. So that brings consumerism as a research module in our business. If I do not understand my consumers, what quality, what quantity, what food safety, what nutrition value system you need to deliver to him, you will not survive in this business because it is an eatable, nutrition and deliverable food product. Transparency has to be researched, but I have no module of as yet. But start showing the transparency, because in the food business, if you do not practice transparency, you do not exist in the business. Designer input I have requested. Designer inputs has to be brought into the system in grain production, cake production, input production. As a non-technical, this could I write while I was sitting with Dr. Tripathi. So thank you so much. Floor is yours. One by one, please come and put your thoughts, what you think and expect from the elite audience to guide us through for the progress of the industry. Thank you.